Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of my garage rebuild. Today we're going to be doing some demolition work, specifically taking down those shelves. Alright, if you remember from my last video, I mentioned this is a multi-phase project with demolition work being the first phase, basically taking down shelves, drywall, some benches over there, everything so we can make this garage bare bones so we can get insulation in it and then electrical work and then eventually some drywall. So today we're going to be taking down just these shelves. If you remember, they're a nice thought in theory, but they're not practical because when you pull the car in, you cannot open the door here. So yeah, picked up some tools at Home Depot. Already had a reciprocating saw before, but just got like a sledgehammer, a mason hammer, crowbar, and some blades and stuff so that we can go to town on these shelves. And since the demolition will probably happen in multiple phases, well, it'll definitely happen in multiple phases. We're not going to do it all in a single day. And this is a pretty busy month for me with work and some racing stuff. I'm doing a 24-hour sim race, 24 hours of Daytona in a couple weeks. So there's a lot going on, and I won't have a lot of spare time. So it's probably going to take the whole month to do demolition. So this may be a multi-part kind of demolition series as well. But yeah, stay tuned. All right, so for these shelves, I think it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to use this reciprocating saw that I actually didn't realize I had it in our repertoire. I never used it before, so we had to buy some blades for it at Home Depot. But we're just going to go to town on kind of where the joints meet, the fasteners, and then my wife's going to pry open probably the shelvings off here. But yeah, nothing needs to be preserved, so we're just kind of going to hack away at it. All right, as you can see, we got an empty wall. That was a pretty cool experience. It's our first kind of demolition experience. And to be honest, this is probably like what they would give to the kids in carpentry school for like their entry-level demo class. But it all went well, went smoothly. Even this wasn't 100% straightforward. We had to figure a few things out because we didn't want it to fall onto us. And part of the shelves were connected to some of these structural members. At least I think these joists are structural. So we didn't want to just hack away and have it fall, the roof fall down. So yeah, all in all, it went well. I'll show you some of the debris here. So here are the leftovers of everything that we hacked off. Quite a big pile. Honestly, didn't expect it to be this much wood just laying here. So we're gonna have to figure out what we want to do with all this. We don't have a dumpster. But look, we got an empty wall. So now this is ready to have the drywall taken off. I think the next step will be to work on that shelving over there. So taking all that corner off and then we'll do the drywall. But yeah, so far, part 1, success. All right, it's the next day. It's after work. It's freezing in here. All the more reason to get this insulated. We are going to now demo this workbench. got the workbenches out. It actually wasn't very trivial. If those wall shelvings were kind of the kindergarten class, this was probably like the first or second grade of demo. We luckily were able to unscrew a lot of things with the screwdriver. All right, the battery's dying. Next step is to remove all the pegboard, the shelving, and just kind of gut out this corner, that styrofoam, and then that should conclude part 1 of demo. After that, we'll do all the drywall and stuff. Also, check out this massive pile of wood that we are just continuing to pile up. Not sure exactly what we're gonna do with this. We're gonna need a dumpster for sure. All right, it's the next day. It is after the workday. This is becoming our post-workday routine. We are going to remove all of that. All right, that ought to conclude it. We got all the pegboard off, the shelf that was up there, the 2 fluorescent lights, they're still hanging by the wires. We turned the power off, at least we think, to this section here, at least to these outlets. Presumably, we turned the power off to these fluorescent lights as well. They weren't working, so we're not sure, so we kind of just left them there. We didn't want to detach them. But yeah, all the pegboard removed, that old styrofoam, all this crap, we vacuumed it up. So this side of the garage is looking pretty clean in contrast to this side where all the junk is, all our tools. But that's okay because we completed demolition part 1. We got all of the kind of miscellaneous shelving and storage out of the way. Next up is the drywall. We're going to remove all of that and the insulation so that we can eventually now re-insulate everything. All right, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like what I'm up to, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.